was wild. Hey, Amber. Another perfectly timed 5-minute intro. Killing it this week with those. I felt like playing some more Final Fantasy. Start some Stormblood tonight. New story arc. Fresh beginnings. There's no duty support in these, so I have to do all the dungeons on my own. Scary. I love the tea drinking emote. Yes. The cuddled in an orange blanket sipping tea. That's me right now. Okay, except I'm not sipping tea. I'm sipping flavored water. And my blanket isn't orange. You know what? I'm a liar all around. I wish I had an orange blanket. Of course, I don't know where I put it because I guess I could put it in my bedroom. My couch is like already kind of orange, so it would just be too much. You know, you gotta have contrast. And I have a quilt on my couch that my mother made for me. You're working on kids' Valentines for school. Oh, God, I remember those days. I'm sure it's way more elaborate nowadays, or there's way more rules about what you can give in class. I remember the cards with the little 3D pop-out that you'd shove a tiny little lifesaver container in. That's what we had. Oh shit, come on. Not a single good card this week. Or today, I should say. Well, let's go get my 10,000 from the fashion show report at least. Although it is almost time for a Dungerino. Oh, it's a Slice is Right too. Alright, never mind, we'll do that. Bummed because I really like this whole outfit I've put together. It's like my favorite and I want to wear it, but I can only wear it as a white mage and I want to play as Astrologian. And I haven't come up with a good look for Astrologian yet. I have this for when we go to the Japanese city. I mean, this is nice, it's just not kinky. Ooh, can I get a straw hat for my character? Who am I kidding? I never wear it. I want to see my ears wiggle. You're blocking the view. Come dance with us. No, you don't want to dance with us? You just want to block my view? Bani, do you really think I could do something as simple as pre-made Valentine's? No, not at all. I didn't think that for a minute. Do I think you should maybe commit to doing pre-made ones because the little shits aren't worth it? Yes. Yes, I do. Woo! Oh, that was close. I almost got kicked out. I'll post pics of everything when you're done. Sick. Shit. Come on, give me the money. Big money for Bani. Big money. Aww. Boo. Boo. Shit, that was on the last part and I missed it. Shucks. We did pretty good, though. We did pretty good. Alright, let's go start some Stormblood. I've delayed enough. Where are we going? Unseen in the east, beyond the Great Wall. Ooh, pretty mount.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
My mind can't help but stray to long comings.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
Lise, are you still allowed to be here? You
And
lied
what
to
of the
us.
Primal and Omega?
You're a fake scion.
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Oh, you know it, girl. I got on my battle thong. As if you have to ask.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there. I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming, but we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Oh, new quest accepted sound. I hate it. No, I'm just kidding. It's just new. It's hard to get used to new things.
Ready, my friend? Well then, Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
I'm totally gonna wheeze off of the beer over there. Oh, it's wine. Never mind. She'll be wasted on wine.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget.
Oh, it wasn't a
This
hand.
I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate. Together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
A 1,000 malms apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? Wait. Not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Lise, could you come with me? Me? What, now? Alright then, if you insist. Is it time for new outfits again? Oh, I hope it's the outfit in the trailer. Oh, it's not the trailer outfit. Ooh, but it's nice. It's so funny to me that Tataru is our seamstress. Haha, what do you think? As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru, thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it, and with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels. then onward to Gir Albania. Our first stop will be at Emmerich Spire in the East Shroud. All are present and accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed into Gir Albania. I wish to proceed. We're ready to go. Ah, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon everyone to escort you to the wall? Yes, please. Proceed to Castrum Oriens. So this is Eorzea, which is like Europe, essentially. Thanolin.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Gir Albania once more. Me and my fellow Scions, the warrior of light among us.
Clad in his battle thong.
Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other.
Chocolate down the middle.
Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Stormblood. Ooh. New city. Or something. Wait, let me mark this on my map. Oh shit, it's a whole map area. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of Eorzean's Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Oriens. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the Castrum since then? None. Save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols, we've had barely any contact with them, but we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall weren't enough, Ilberd summoned a primal right onto their doorstep, and Garlemald is not like to let such a show of defiance go unanswered. 'Twas a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make, and now we are bound by it, or for weal or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamican people. We would have you serve as our emissary and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. Of all the Castra in all the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing Allagan weapon and a draconic primal. Omega and Shinryu, I think the shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere which it has singularly failed to do so. Then, 'tis like Omega fell to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaged the stasis systems. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming. We should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Gir Obania, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Alfino agrees with this. He's the master of talking. Beyond the wall. Lys takes the lead. As you probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralg's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Veldina River. I learned a route that should always use to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. Alright, we should put on I switch to Astro and put on our traveling garb. See if it'll let me change my clothes here. Oh, it will. Sweet. Oh, fresh new maps to explore. Can I can't fly here, I bet. Nope, no flying. Still with me? Good. From here we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. Whoa, look at this big tree. It's Groot. Oh, we should bring out my motorcycle since I can't fly. Let's see. Mount guide. Motorcycle. Boom. I don't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. You're wondering about the tower to the south. Hey, B-dubs. No worries. We just started Stormblooding. Ooh, what'd you get? Groceries? It's part of Castellium Veladina. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it the Great Big Eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. Keto bombs and wraps and meat for the week. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And all of that cost $20 billion. That thing is terrifying. So glad I don't have to fight it. Ooh, Aether Current. Ooh, duck breast. Delicious. So fatty and decadent. I did see your sushi bake. It looks most good. I'm very jealous. I wish I had that right now. We're here on the other side of the pass to Ralg's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there is some sort of trick to this? Indeed, a glamour. Good eye, Y'shtola. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms? Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction, so they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. Ooh, you did your makeup? Yeah, I want to see. Show it off, girl. And with a sprinkle and a damasking dusk, all is laid bare. Cute. Looks very nice with your hair. It's all very warm looking. Enter Ralg's Reach. I would love to. I just step forward for that shit.
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
Hey, it's Nago. You had a good day? How was your day? My day was okay. I got a lot of work done. Ready to put work behind me, though. Until tomorrow. You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though, the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The promise of a new beginning. Now I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss, and I am eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on the doorstep, eh? Come with me. I see you have an aetheryte for me to attune to. Actually, several of them. Gonna check out your marketplace. You look like you might have good fabrics here. Hi, I'm Bani. Nice to meet you. Thinking about making a chiffon, black wrap with your black chiffon. Ooh, paint the moon phases on it? That would be nice. Or bleach the moon phases into it? Oh, what about that? What about that? Might destroy the chiffon. Depends. Might destroy the chiffon. You'd want to test that. And there's just players hanging out here. A whole new world for me to look at and explore. Always test. Then you can see how bad it bleeds. Will it keep a nice shape for your moons? Etc. etc. It's very cool here. You have attuned yourself to all the Aether Shards and Ragal's Reach. The Fringe's Gates is now accessible as any Aetherite destination. Such nice tents.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves.
Oh, I was talking about your dead sister whose identity you stole. Awkward!
There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the Wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monargo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolgar it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Nope, that's pretty much it. You want a gun? Here.
So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones.
Yep.
My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
Actually, it looks rather hot here. And I should be collecting experience points to help level my white mage. Ooh, so I might as well change back into my battle thong. Ooh, what do we have here? Hats? So, it would seem we find ourselves with surfeit of free time. Ah, forgive me. You are free to look around Raugal's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we will do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the Resistance capabilities. Free to poke our noses wheresoever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside and out. I can show you around if you'd like, Bani. Great, let's get started. I bet you think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is that we don't even account for half. We've got Hellsguard from all the way over from Spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some beastmen, well, beast women, I suppose, like the one over there. She's an Anata. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. They keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Anata made the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shapes you won't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work. But then most don't ever know they exist. That's enough about them anyways. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Raugar, shall we? The song is reminding me of Ghibli's song, and I can't place it. I was going to say it reminds me of the, again, like Indian village that you go to in Ni no Kuni, which I guess is technically Ghibli music. So I couldn't place it. I was like visualizing it. Beautiful. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The breaker of worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. And the end of the 5th astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to those mountains of Gir Abania. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and serve and revere him, to devote themselves to great words without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hells open, heavens weep, for no one's soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. The last part was inscribed onto the stone by a monk of the first of Raugar. Ida explained it to me. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in great preparation make strong the body and the mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through it in the end. Ugh, I'm sorry. That was all a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. You've flown through a storm of blood? ride a mount here? I can. Sick. Ah, because of your blood-stained wings. I see, I see. This is the infirmary, as you can probably tell. Here's where the resistance healer patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. Not to push you, but do you think you get back to the Mystery Noir visual one? Maybe, if my mood strikes me one night. That seems like a sad evening night game that I might play. When you've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design, dating back decades to when the first of Ralgar was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the Sutlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before you go. Bitch, I already attuned to all these things. First thing I did before I got here. Arms, armor, potions, you name it. These folks got it. The Resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisions. If you're short on anything, or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alfino and Alize are here. Why don't you see how they're getting on? I would love to, and I can't wear any of this stuff you're offering me. So I guess I'll take this. A bargain struck. Come to take the measure of a friendly neighborhood merchants. They're a bold lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they would be lucky to escape with their lives. This is a gamble, aye, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Ah, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We've finished discussing your proposal, and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I sent someone to fetch Y'shtola and Kryl, so if you'd like it, follow me. Be prepared to be received. Let us stand in silence and stare at each other for a while.
We have reached a consensus.
The answer is no.
I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rhalgr's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree, but it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
I get the feeling this whole expansion's going to be depressing. Yay!
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monargo and Mefrid will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Right then, Monago and Mefrid are to be our keepers. Knowing not of what they require, one task is good as the other. Make your choice, Bani. Ooh, what is this? Whoa. That's sick. I don't know that I'll ever wear it, but it's sick looking. Can I dye this too? Oh my god, yes. Yes, I want this. Your Aether Compass may now be used to locate Aether Currents in new regions. The Aether Compass can be found under Collection in the Duty section of the main menu. Duty! Collection. Compass. Bring me my compass. Who are we talking to? Oh, I get to pick which one. Let's do the new guy that we haven't met yet. Mefrid. At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd meet again here, of all places, though I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? No, I remember you. Of course I remember you. I'm impressed, given everything you went on to accomplish. You'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in Quarry Mill. Suffice to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. Look, I remember Quarryville because I played the beginning of this game 9 times. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo while Galleon was recovering. Grundelwald was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo, and others went to Ul'dah for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Gir Albania and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Algan. Aha. Alganha? Algana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Ah, that's right. You're from Algana, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnels to the peaks. Okay. Let's go do this one, and then we'll come back and do the other one. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Al-Ganha. Clear the barricade if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There's more villages there than there's more villages there than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. That's where I wore my sneaking outfit.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire.
It's a bone white.
People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
Retail workers. It's funny because it's sad. I like the music. We've a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village is to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. $627 yalms to what direction? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. To the southeast. Probably where we're going to. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Al-Ganha's due east past the bridge. Follow me. It's not much further. Hold on, I gotta find the wind current. Ew, not a fucking blood glider. I mean, it's a pretty red, but its butt juice is freaking me out a bit. You guys got an aether thingy somewhere here? I guess we'll just go where I'm supposed to go. We'll hunt for these later. You could rest easy, we made it. This is Al Ghana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do, but as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of the people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Al Ghana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiances to the resistance, and rightfully so. So, with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew I wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want a place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eyes. We'll need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Ooh, look at the god rays coming off of my hair. What about circumcisions? They've banned them. They're outlawed in this village. It's heaven on earth. Raganfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Even though it's just more desert like Thanalin, it's way prettier here. Got waterfalls and interesting looking trees and little flowers growing everywhere. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder. A sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of arrival. Too long has it been away from Al Ghanan. Al Ghanha, wow, I can't say that. And I would now know of you recent troubles. Ah, you are comrades of Mefrid. I see, I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men, and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in the hearts, and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes, and now you come to steal away what few remain? The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time, cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you'll have your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being, but hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now, leave us be and return never. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half of our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too, my home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lys Hext. And I'm here to take back my homeland. By Rogler, that last time I saw you, you were... I don't even know if you were still alive, and I never thought you would come. I almost didn't, and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagahan is as much your home as it is mine, but I say to you again, we can give you no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Hi, I'm Bani, International Errand Boy. May I assist you with any fetch quests today? You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and I move on. Looking for folks down on their luck. Congratulations, you've found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. I'd need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. Eh? You'll go and get some for me? Just like that? You needn't trouble yourself so. I would love to. Wait, let's talk to this person too. No, that's some sort of icky medicinal tea. But it's horny. A new face in Alganan. Ugh, what would you ask of me then? Keep your shirt off. A stranger and a generous soul besides. Bollocks, there's naught more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me. You really are here to help, aren't you? Very well. I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks of Giram Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? I would love to. You think these gams work themselves? Right then. Frightened Coral is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He's ought to understand. His name is Frightened Curl. Yeah, I had that same thought. Where's Goatraw? We need him to help. Come here, buddy. Attack the giant cricket. Oh, Goatraw, you're dressed like a black mage. I didn't know that. Alright, slay... something over here. Slay Queen. This area is full of giant bugs. I don't know how I feel about that. Fluterini. It's probably Flutterini. Ooh, something off in the distance. or Butterfree or Beautifly. Those fucking Pokemons. I don't know what's worse, their names or how far they've stretched to make trash can Pokemon, chandelier Pokemon, ones that are literally just desserts and you can eat them. Chandelier. Chandelier is adorable as fuck. I don't actually know it. I've just heard. I don't actually know what they look like. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleedin' heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. I've been hauling heavy sacks all day. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers. Here you go, buddy. Oh, well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged. Much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sands, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. Tain't hard for my brother to pass for any other ploddin' quarrymen, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side to bundle up and sell to the sutlers what trade with the resistance. It's a living and a way of fighting back besides, our way of spitting in the Garleans' eyes for putting our fathers in imperial uniform and shipping 'em off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even, though if he were alive he'd not be long for this world if we caught fighting for the resistance, so this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We can do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know is all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. I like your pants, dude. Your assless chaps. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alganon? Oh, I brought all your shit for you. I brought you some horniness to grind up and put in your tea. I sent you references. Alright, let me see. Let me see this shit. Trubbish. Alright, now Chandelier, that looks just like one of the enemies from Ni no Kuni, so that must be the theme today. Trubbish. I never meant to. I mean, it's times like these you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father's, God rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs, and then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, and so they said. Or so they said. Not that I'd have had made a difference if I'd have fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment the Centurion laid his eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others, and by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me, too, and many others, I imagine. Help them, too, if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Cute, right? Now the keys, there's no explanation for that. Oh my god, there's Pokemon that's just a set of keys. Is it at least a janitor set on one of those wires with like 100 of them? Hey Razor, how's it going? There's 4 keys. Ah, there you are, Bani. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on? By the way, you think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is? Alright, let me check out this key Pokemon. Alright, that's just stupid. That looks like a baby rattle toy or whatever. That's a teething toy for a child. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot, on the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'd wager? That's not fair. Ho, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends, deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls. In need, in pain. Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels. Leave, all of you, before you bring a conhort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart, and if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. Damn. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefred. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl. Oh no, my mouse is skipping again. Is there more cat hair in it already? Hold on, I gotta inspect it. I gotta get rid of these cats if they're gonna start interfering with my gaming. That's the way of them, to the pound. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow... I don't know, but if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. But if I hadn't, I'd never met Bani or the rest of you, and we might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. You would never. I would never, because even if I got rid of them, it would take 20 years for the cat hair to be fully gone from my house. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need your help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on! Wakrata, the Tributum, and the bloody Ratmen, they... Damn it all. Oh, I like your dreads. You there, take a deep breath, and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tributum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when Quikern attacked. They took my brother, and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. Was just an old temple before they came. And listen, we're Karata, the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The The ziggurat. If the Ratman took him there, he's as good as dead. We've got to get after them. If there's even a chance her brother is still alive, we have to try. You're right, Lys. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tributum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. Ooh, shoes for me? Do I like these shoes? B-dubs, do we like these shoes? I think I do. I think I kinda do. Yes, these are good shoes. We're keeping these. Yeah, they're better in white. They look good with my other outfits. So, where Krata is being held somewhere in the ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Quikuran bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Razor, are you still here lurking? Are you going to sleep? How's your job been going? I haven't heard anything since we were all panicking and freaking out about different things like months ago. I'm assuming all of that worked out okay? Still here? Good. Good. Don't leave me. Fall asleep to me. Oh my god, I'm so cute in my little outfit. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Ooh, hydrate. Thank you. I just posture corrected. Thank you. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat. Ours to eat. We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Search the ziggurat. Alright, I'm going. I'm searching it. Whoa, that's a lot of steps. Ooh, and an aether current. Yay. By Raglar, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's going to be all right. My sister? Oh, Raglar be praised she's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me? To think there are still good, brave folks in this world. We should go before the Quicron return in force. Do you still have the tributum? Oh gods, the tributum. The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What? Right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it this time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Maybe we should follow after him. Gives BSW a warning for being short. Listen, Bani, Mifrid, I think we need to go after Werkrata. Wait, you had better not be thinking about stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine, let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. Come back here, I'll bite your knees off. 'Tis but a flesh wound. A soiled sack. Ew. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. No, my soiled sack was not interesting. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing interesting. Good lord. Wait. Did I just inspect the soiled sack? Do I need to inspect it again? No, it just doesn't disappear. Gotcha. Gotcha. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? Aye. By my reckoning, it came from Werkrata's bird, in which case... There are collapsed bridges just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Can they really see us all the way up there in the tower? A minute now. Any minute now, I suspect he'll come thundering around the bend, and hear that? Get to the cover, quickly now.
Are they Imperials?
They look like bullies.
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
This guy can't catch a break today.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor, assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
Also, I could totally take them all. Chocobo's like, yeah, that's what you
Your
get.
bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this godforsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
Meanwhile, the inside of his mask is just soaked with saliva.
Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
Lord Xenos.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
It evaporates and crusts it up during the day in the heat. Ugh, gross. Right now it's night and his swift wrap is frozen onto his cheeks. Ugh. I'd heard their commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kingsmen doing the bidding of their viceroy, but they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. What do we got? What do we got? I do like machinist. Is this a cool looking gun? Nah, it's nothing special. What about this book? Nah, also nothing special. I'll take this. Were Krata alive and the tributum's been paid, that's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Algana and tell Ranganfrid his man got the job done. Oh my god, these fucking names, I'm tripping over them. I'm always glad to make you feel new types of discomfort between your ears, yes. Razor, the master of... His words are like wet willies. Do you know what a wet willy is? Is that distinctly an American thing? We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Where Krata told me everything. How you fought with the Queequern and saved his life. For all that good it did. We saw what happened when he met with the Skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. Aye, I reckon you could. But Frid's a warrior as your comrade, and you're strong like your father. That much is plain. But I think, Ralger, you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Where Krata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day. That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I admit it was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do, but I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I literally imagine wet floppy dicks, me too, all the time. A wet willy is when you lick your finger and stick it into somebody's ear hole. It's a thing children do. God, I hope it's only children. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it, nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox, too. It's she's set on walking the same path. I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's all right. Are you all right, Lise? Where did you go? Better question. Well, there you are. It's a thing that small parasites not fit for society do, you wanted to say. Yes. Sorry about running off like that. Alamegans terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it, day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was, but nor did I expect Workata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place or even my father's face, but I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Alright, Razor. Have a good night. Thanks for popping by. Have a good weekend. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. 'Twasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All the rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Workata, but you did. Make me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them, so I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who'd have been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... If your hearts bleed for Alamigo, then that's enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome in Raugel's reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No. I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. First of all, allow me to commend you both on your job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling, and troubling too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but... when, not if, that day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamegan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're not better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. You say about my father? Right then, I'd best begin preparing for those new recruits. Bani, Lise, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. I think I already have this. That is hideous. I will take this, thank you. Now let's go hang out with Manago. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties were here couldn't wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. Thank you. Now to business. Commander Kemps entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leaders. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 of men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Aldin commands the forces at Castrum Oriens. It should be simple enough to see it in his hand. Great! That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out to the Reach. Hold on, I got a text about my haircut appointment I made for Monday. Sweet. Looks like it's a go. I'm getting a mohawk. It's gonna be epic. Alright, speak with Manago. Where'd you go? Fucking trains are attacking me again. A white mohawk, yeah, that would be sick. No, unfortunately, I'm getting a boring... I just need to clean up my hair because I'm rocking a mullet. And if I do actually manage to get a job interview, I need to look respectable. Got everything you need? Good, then let's be off. Do I have a tune to that? Oh, I guess this is just more this way. Join you in Ginger Town. I bet I could pull off red. My mom's a ginger. Well, she's a redhead. Quiet. Hear that? That was a ceruleum engine backfiring. Imperials. Ye gods, you have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds that could mean life and death, be that of a predator or a patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor, wide search pattern, divided into 2, no, 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams? 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones in the south. The armor should be just to the west. Bani, best equipped to deal with that. We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous at the west bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. She's got some magic ears. People don't recognize me because it looks so natural that they don't think it's me. I was told that 3 times today. Nice. Oh, it's a little baby Magitech armor. Looks like the ones at the beginning of Final Fantasy VI. Probably the reference they were going for. Especially since this expansion also includes Doma, which you said was in 6. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we got out here are conscripts from the provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work killing men and women like that, but don't doubt that they'd do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor, conscript or no. A soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in a blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that, after what happened at the wall. What do we got here? Any outfits for me? Nothing for me. Take this. Right. I believe we rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. Where we going? We going this way. Can I just teleport here? Yes, I can. I'm gonna do that. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces of Castrum Oriens were under the command of Flame General Roban Aldin, did you not? By Growler, the Bull of Alamigo himself, I never dreamed I'd have the chance to meet the legend. Well, you're not going to meet all of him. He's missing an arm. I can show you where it is, though.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General.
Is it true what they say? Are you hung like a bull?
On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since.
Hold on, I'm adjusting my chair. Okay, we're good.
The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
I've been up all night drawing in my coloring book. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castellum Valdian, namely the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before that day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons? That's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future development. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, then we will have a rally cry. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone, and you were going to have to do it eventually anyways. Exactly, and so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to East End, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Oh, simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. We've all been taking it from behind since we got here. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you? Bani, could you help me turn off the ideas in my brain? I can't sew as fast as I'm having ideas. Aw. At least you act on any of them. I just have the ideas and then I cram them down inside of me and I move on with my depression. Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you to details of my plan anon. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt we were intending to sit this one out. Sick. Oh, this is when you get this. I already have this outfit, but I could take it and then sell it on the market board. I had the idea of like Harlequin diamond pattern that is very subtle in very denim, made into a retro dress pattern I have coming in the mail. Oh, nice. Nice. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's all about to change, and when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from the look I see it is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to this spot on your map, right here. Aye, and patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Bani. Leshy. What are the tree people called in Lord of the Rings B-dubs? That's what these remind me of. Those big tree dudes. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't even think I'll do that while we're streaming. Ents! Yes. I knew it was something like that, and I couldn't come up with it. Hey, Faye. Oh no! B-dubs is rubbing her good day in our face. Yeah, bitch. How do you like this? I'm happy. Hell yeah, I am. Ooh, we got a duty coming up. All went to plan then. Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castellium Valladina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for the guests to arrive. Do it. Oh, it's this idiot.
For us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces. It's like all my name days have come at once! Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head.
Who's getting head?
That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush. Attack!
He has a cute nose. It's got a black spot smudged down the bottom of it. I don't understand what that's supposed to be. Oh god. I guess it's just a part of their race. Yeah.
Get after them, damn you!
We're doing like no damage to anything here. There's no end to them. I'm here if you need healing, Bani. Nah, I'm the healing master.
Now I've gotcha!
chipping away. They have a shit ton of MP. We need more assistance. Is the rest of our team gonna come join us? The fuck is this thing attached to me? What the shit is this?
Blood.
It's attached to me again. What is this? I don't like it, and I can't target it.
Tizona! As a raging bull!
Jesus, this is insane. Oh, Alize is almost dead. Heal yourself, Alize. Oh, Jesus. He who fights and runs. What the? Who in the hells are you lot? For Al Amigo, let none escape.
Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
I imagine so, and because I'm gonna murder you. Why are we murdering you now?
Aye! Run and tell your Viceroy! The day belongs to Al Amigo! Yeah!
Yeah!
Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Al Amigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kempt. 'Twas Marshal Terrapin who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I've no doubt about comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle, Monago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the castrum then, Bani. Mistress Levelier, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. I'd heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously though, it was an inspiration. Aye, but you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. You're welcome. So polite. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. So this person's free company's name is Idiot, and since I have my my people's names set to first name and an abbreviate last name, it just says Bobo our Idiot. I don't know why that's making me laugh, but I'm enjoying it. Bobo our Idiot. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what you asked for of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you our debt. Our victory may not count for much in particular terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smashed them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than a single victory, the beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took to the field and risked their lives for our cause. Ha, to think that the last time Gridania's troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious? I feel like I should know that word. Acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners. Just you wait and see. Bani, Elise, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. I mean, there's a tent over there, and I am getting any younger. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were quite eager to take part in our endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Arenvald Lentius. I, half-breed, as you can doubtly tell. I'm here to fight for free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Gir Arbania, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Aldenin that we draw up plans for an assault on Castrum Veladinen. Then in the meantime, we will make with preparations we can. Yeah, I like his face paint too. Actually, he kind of looks like Rocky from Rocky Horror. I have no complaints. Actually, just a more attractive version. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo, oh shit, is this our new villain again? The bored redhead? Yes, it is. Damn, baby got back. Yeah, I think he's a strawberry blonde. I don't think he's a redhead.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
You, however, will die.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
Totally. He has a golf bag of swords.
My lord,
It's my lord.
Cowards. Who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Bani is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my house. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
I think we should throw a party and not invite them.
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This dude is huge, yet looks like a twink. I feel like his armor's bloated on him.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
She's gonna tell him about the party idea that I had. Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Earrings that are worthless to me. Beavis! Totally. I don't care how it's supposed to be read, I'm choosing to read this as Beavis. I beg your pardon. The man who bested Gaius Valbassar wished to offer me his assistance. I say this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation I was a humble historian, while my duties leave me scarce time for aught else. I think it important that these monumentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause, and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and Bani, thank you for your services, now and ever after. Why'd I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to engage a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a foam of steel in the gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters, they believed, you know. And there's always also a need for cooks. Always a need for cooks? Or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Tebby for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not a haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Okay. You look like you're a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits 'tis eve, yet nary a one has come. Perhaps there would given the wrong time of location, I do not know. The number 5 in all, those would-be warriors, send them unto me, should you chance to find them. Cool. We got Nagas here just fighting away. I love it. Why? Why indeed? To save the lives, perhaps, or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brother were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter for the Garleans, eh? More where their lot came from after that. I couldn't keep on doing nothing. I know I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or you're not, and if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship, if you live long enough, you'll die stealing someone else's land, like as not, but that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. Fiery recruit. What you doing over here, buddy? Ugh, training. Ugh, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. Well, that's totally me. Oh, you mean I forgot to actually go to the place where they're going to teach me because I was too busy needing to be perfect before I learned how to do anything. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly. I know until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. Even perfection is not good enough. Indeed. Anyone can achieve perfection. I must be unique and perfect. Earnest recruit. The teacher calls for me, I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitech armor, you see, and... yes, of course. There is no time. If you would excuse me. Get over there and work out. Supposed to be defending us. I'm not anime, I'm Bani. Your brain wants it. Your brain wants anime. Goodbye, B-dubs. Have a good night with James. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll have to take 2 and be glad of it. Good night. Have a good night. Have a good day at work tomorrow. If you're working tomorrow. What is this? Search for the missing recruits. Do I have another missing recruit up here? Oh, there you are. The faint-hearted one. Ah, bugger. You were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 or 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger, oh, bugger. Hey, Faye, have a good walk with the puppers. Where am I turning in the spice? We're still hoping anyway. Sucker's been traumatizing me lately. Aw, I'm sorry, Faye. I know the struggles of having a child. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor which with I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials would be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. You're welcome, ma'am. What am I searching for in these circles? Herbs? Am I looking for herbs? Not entirely sure. Oh, I am looking for herbs. Fragrant herbs, nonetheless. Welcome to the herb picking stream. Grab a glass of tea, a mug of tea. Kick back and relax. Oh god, I got something in my eye. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for. Here they are, my dude. I went and picked them fresh myself. Thanks, that'll do nicely. And sorry to impose upon you, sir. Though you were thought you were another recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some of the cause. Though that comes at a cost too. Too many villagers, too many children, more deserving than us. But a man can't fight at the empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and we never lose sight of our dream. Damn it all, where could it have got to? Oh, Pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? Aye, I'd be him. I'd been him. I had this morning. That much I know for certain, and I've not left the Reach since, so it's good to be around here somewhere. If you've got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just as easily buy another, but even so, please, help me find it. Ward of the Destroyer. I swear I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. Here you go, my dude. 7 hells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessing of the monks. And then Theodoric came and burned it all to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scriptures, as my mother taught me. Isn't that nice? Elfinode. And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Bani, I hear you have been keeping busy. Aye, that he has, and we thank him for it.
I am the will of the universe. You identify me as Banisteriopsis.
Undue Alarm. Thank you for causing me undue alarm, and thank you for the raid. Were you playing Final Fantasy as well? It's a pleasure. Pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Monago, I would have your present my proposal. Wow, I can't read. I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castellium Valadin to General Arden personally. Hey, Libster, welcome. We're just playing Stormblood for the first time. Just chilling, reading, not a whole lot going on. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Castrum Oriens before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kral and Y'shtola will wish to remain here to support the surgeons, but nevertheless we should go and ask them. I'm just completely ignoring that word because I know it means surgeon, and fuck everything else about it. Oh, you were playing Pokemon Sword. Nice. I just played Pokemon Shield earlier this year. It's my first Pokemon game ever, and probably my last. Not that we didn't have a blast playing it. I'm just not huge into the Pokemons. But it was really fun. Thank you for the raid. Oh no, my mouse is going again. I've got cat hair clogged in my mouse sensor. Y'shtola! What's up, girl? Is aught amiss? Yes, Bani can't fucking read to save his life. I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and even every scion must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight for Alamigo, for my father, for Ida.
Grant freedom to this soul bound by flesh.
I'm in it to the end. Sine, what's up, dude? How are you still awake? Are you streaming too? I feel you Pokemon isn't everyone's cup of tea, yeah. My friends, I've had a friend for like 18 or 19 years, and she all of a sudden started dating this guy, and he was really into Pokemon, and he got her son into Pokemon, and now she's huge Pokemon nerd, and so I feel like left out, even though it doesn't matter. Like it's just really cute, and I wish I could get into it, but Pokemon just isn't my thing really. Sorry for interrupting. I was out for a couple of beers with friends. Sine, that sounds awesome. I wish I had friends, or I could drink beer. But I'm glad you're back home safe. I will lull you to sleep now. Just lay the phone down next to your head and I'll put you to bed. I have you to blame for reminding me of Elden Ring now. Now you're replaying it. You're going to beat that entire game again before I touch it another time. The choice was made for us to ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Belsar and Valdarnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable and further complicated by the existence of Ilbaird's primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. That was the last swig of my flavored water. Turbo! Thank you for the posture check as well. Shoulders back, tits out, head over the heart, everyone. I'm in New Game Plus, but left it kind of mind game when I got the mid game. I'm assuming when I got the final achievement, but I feel like going through till the end again. Nice. I do love the game. I think it's great and fun. I just, I suck at Souls-likes.
Grant freedom to this soul bound by flesh.
Turbo? Sine, thank you for gifting that sub to Turbo. That was a drunken gift. I refuse. I am miserable and feel like my posture should reflect it. That's your right, Faye. You don't have to stand up straight if you don't want to. I thought this a foregone conclusion, given our action thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is ultimately the selfsame cause I have served since first I pledged to serve Master Louisoix and the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. No, Y'shtola, I want to see you kick ass again. I came here from Infilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Y'shtola, and now tend to the wounded. It was just a little raid, but I got to run. It's 12 a.m. No worries. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it a lot. Hope you had a good stream. Get some rest. If you have trouble sleeping, come on back. That's what I'm known for. People come here to be put to sleep by my voice. As for you, Bani, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, the man who slew Gaius von Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectation upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. Oh shit, there's so many options. I'll fight. The Empire poses too great a threat. We can but carry on for those who have lost, for those we can yet save. As long as there's a battle to be fought, I'll be there. To be frank, Elfie, totally, this isn't my fight, but I will do what is must. I just like this one because of the Elfie. Was just thinking you could pull someone to sleep with your voice. Yep. That's what I'm good for. I see. While it pains me to hear you speak thus, I am grateful for your candor. That was a time when you would have kept such thoughts to yourself. Take care, Y'shtola. Kryl and I do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Lise, I would ask that you remain here, by Conrad's side. We should go, or Manago will leave without us. I vote for Bani getting hired by Calm to read sleep stories. I don't know what Calm is, but I'm looking for a new job, so I could send them an application if we let me know who that is. I'm off too. We'll catch you next time. Alright, Lipster. Have a good night. Might I persuade you to join us, Bani? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castrum Oriens would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure I can convince Manago to wait a little longer. It's a meditation app that you like. Ooh, nice. I wonder if they'll pay me $1 billion a month, which is what I need to survive, or at least get groceries nowadays. No, Mouse, I fixed you. You're supposed to remain fixed. I did what Sidaise told me, and I did what Faye told me, and it worked. So stay fixed. So you will be accompanying us. Full glad I am here. All set. Excellent. Then let us be off. Speak with Rauban. Excuse me? Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I am come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good! I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Veladina. Capture Veladina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veladina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one's. If there is no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Turpin? On the Elden Ring, if you ever need a summon, though, I'll be glad to co-op. It's a fun game when you co-op. Okay, yeah, we should co-op it sometime. I mean, I'll have to stream it some Sunday or Monday when it's during the daytime and you can play. Food is too expensive. When you summon, can you still ride your horses? Oh wait, don't you need... Well, we'll figure it out. I'm just doing my worry thing like I always do. I know you gotta make like special items and craft things in order to summon people, and I don't know how to do that, but we'll figure it out. Don't worry, Bani. You're just full of anxiety, because that's how you live your life. By all means, if that is all, let us be about it. It's rather easy, and you can ride your horse, yes. Oh, sick. I thought for some reason that you couldn't ride your horse. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what loses will we suffer in the meantime. Anyways, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. Alrighty. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond East End, just north of Valadina. Speak with Pippin. Oh my god, it's in the middle of nowhere. Am I attuned to this? No, why would I be attuned to that? That was a stupid question. Sine, I'm so addicted to this game. Thank God you got out when you did, man. I'm not so addicted to like the crafting and the playing and all that, but the story has gotten so good. God, the ending of the last expansion was awesome. This one's starting off a little slow, but I have a feeling that's because it's mostly about war, which isn't necessarily my forte. I was addicted to crafting. Yeah. You can make a lot of good money doing that. I don't know, maybe after I'm trying to finally beat the story or get to the end of most of the story. And then after that I can start doing other stuff. Oh shit, we got a duty. The ease with which you can switch professions in this game is borderline evil. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready, in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us, of course. Or worse. Read Bani. Upon reconnoitering Castellium Vandina, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Please set aside proper time. I'm good. I got nothing to do. I really want to drink, and I should go to the bathroom. You know what? We're going to take a quick break so that Bani can go pee and maybe get another drink, and then I'll be right back. back. To be honest, the base game was awesome for a free game. Yeah, they give you a lot of content in the free trial, but you don't like paying monthly for the game. Totally get that. It does suck that you gotta pay monthly. For me, it's worth it because it's essentially like paying for 2 games a year, and I play this more than any other game, and the joy it brings me, and the strife. I like it. I like it so much that I'm okay with it, but I totally understand not having that mindset.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
A cannon.
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Relga's Reach.
Oh shit.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Oh, fuck. It's the skulls. Oh. And this sassy bitch.
Forward! Give them no quarter!
You!
Traitor! Kinslayer! You're no kin of mine! Mefred! Hells take you!
Kick her ass, Lise. Oh shit, fucking Xenos came here?
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Totally. He's got a Gatling gun, sword, golf bag. How amazing is that?
7 hells. It's him. It's Xenos.
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty.
God, you still, I love these shields you constantly whip out.
A magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
No fucking way. You stole it. You can't die.
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Sine, I read your comment, but I'm totally into the story right now. Sorry.
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
My god, he looks like Rocky from Rocky Horror.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Screw all of this. Is Y'shtola dead? Because if she is, I'm not playing this game anymore. Didn't look like a killing blow. Looked like she just got cut. What's going on?
It's all over now!
Don't I already know? No, I haven't played any of this. This is all new to me. Yeah, for the last like 3 days, the last 3 times I played the game has all been new to me. The Imperials came from nowhere, started cutting people down. Reinforcements are on the way. Spread the word we should keep moving. I can't read and fight at the same time. "12's for Fend, it's a bloodbath. Remember that we're here to save lives. Defend the hostages." Those monsters. These people had surrendered. It's not too late for the others. We must hurry.
For the glory of the flames!
For the flaming glory. Flamey, oh my good Hotman. Nah, I knew the reference, Faye. I got it. Although, food Hotman, I could go for some hot food right now. Or maybe a 6-gallon jug of Kalamata olives for $5 from Greece. They took Lise and the others deeper inside.
Rebel scum!
We need to find a way to smuggle olives. Yes. We'll hide them in Fiend's artwork. He's gone digital now, so it'll be difficult. Well, he'll need to upgrade his computer, so we'll empty out some boxes of graphics cards and fill them with olives and then ship them to him under the guise of charity. He stole her.
What took you so long?
Alphino, I need your help.
My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Oh shit. Our first fight was Xenos. Ooh, and we're in a little arena.
As one!
I have no need for this rabble.
Be gone!
Oh shit. Oh shit. He just kicked my ass. 7 hells.
Give me something to remember.
And I'm doing like chip damage, not even chip damage. I'm thinking this isn't a fight I can win. Oh shit. Run! Why I thought standing in the middle of that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Look at his life. I've barely even scratched his life. Jesus. This guy just walks and says, "Hold my expensive wine." No, I ran the wrong way. Oh, you broke your little sword on me.
Pathetic.
Seven hells.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
You all right, lad?
My pride has been hurt. Totally. I think my pride might have taken a knock.
Tis no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. You're a healer, aren't you?
Holy shit, that's the first time they've ever acknowledged what role I play in the game in the story. Totally.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Yeah, I like Kryl too.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
You did well, Bani. You saved lives no matter what happens. Remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. See to the wounded, Bani. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Aid the wounded. I wonder if you would do this if you weren't a healer. Interesting. I guess you could still aid them, but you would just bring them provisions or something. Mifrid lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. He was already cold when I got to him. There was aught I could do. That charm must have been important. You'd best take it to Conrad. Manago, Mifrid, where are you? Oh, Mifrid be dead. This is... He's dead, isn't he? Mifrid was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 moms so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though they only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that exactly the kind of man who should be a leader, the kind of man who deserves to survive, not a old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls in the heat of battle, we can but do our best as he did. Mifrid will be sorely missed, aye, but perhaps because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us more than ever. Aye, they do. Forgive me. I had high hopes for him is all. Is this the default position for that? You know what? Where do I want this to be? Our defeat was no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault, but we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alfino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Ralg's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriage. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Orella, do you have any supplies? Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicine for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Somebody simply has to stand here and wave their arms at this bench. Sir Marshal Tarpin said you might have something for me. I do. Here's the goods. It's a jar of olives. Make sure this gets to its destination. 12 be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Y'shtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Kryl. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of those carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castrum Oriens. Don't mock the triage coordinator. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castrum Valedina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at the Castrum Oriens. Understood. We will go and speak to General Alden. Oh, he's still here. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightways to Specular Imperatorius after quitting this place. 'Twould seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Now how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away, but Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum Oriens. We can discuss our path forward there. Kryl is with Y'shtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryl says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wounds, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when the Skull's commander cut down Mefrid, a single blow, and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hope and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegan. Gods help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. Oh, Lys.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo.
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
Luckily we have
I
Bani.
can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
We fight and we fight and we keep on fighting until we win. We take the fight to Doma. I have a feeling you're about to tell us. Let's go with that one.
Well, to put it simply, we have one legatus overseeing two provinces a world apart. I say we divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on two fronts.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Al Amigo has suffered enough.
Well, Alfino's we gotta finish this. It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government here and anywhere else, and I am quite certain the same can be said for the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom, brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free. I feel like everyone is looking at Lise like, you're single now, right? Yeah. Oh god, she's so plain and boring. I mean, I like her because she's tough as shit, but her character design is just kind of like, whatever. I think I'll stop here for today because I'm hungry and I need to get some dinner in me before the night's over. And I don't know what that's going to be because I have nothing, so I might have to order a pizza. Seems like a good place to stop, too. I will have good food. Good food sounds most good. How to play multiplayer with friends. Step-by-step instructions, exactly what I need. We care about your privacy. We and our partners store and access information on your device. Well, thank you, Sine. I love to have people spying on me. Totally, I'll save that. I will see you guys another day. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, maybe Sunday. And you guys have a good weekend if I don't. And I'll see you later.